Joe from Raleigh. I've used food to help me work through my feelings. What are things I can use to replace that habit? How do you recommend I go about it? That is an excellent question.
Well, Joe, you're 3/4 of the way there. You've at least identified that this is what you're doing.
Exactly, as I was thinking too.
Yeah, I mean, if you can recognize it, then you can correct it, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And part of it too is realizing there is an absolute reason why food makes us feel a certain way, right? In our brains, there is a reward center that lights up magically when we eat foods that are really high in calories, high in sugar, high in carbohydrate, especially if they're processed. That makes them what we call hyper palatable and like hyper addictive, where it's next level because it doesn't exist in nature. So when our brain, gets that, it's like, whoa, it's like a drug.
Yeah.
It's because it is kind of a drug. It just kills you very, very slowly.
Do you think the food manufacturers want to come out with products that don't taste great like this? No, they want hyper palatable foods that you're going to keep eating.
They mock us.
Exactly.
Like the Pringles, once you pop, you just can't stop.
Exactly.
Bet you just can't have one.
I know.
They literally mock us because they engineer their food in the lab
really good
to make the food addictive.
And it is.
And part of that addiction is we get that release of those chemicals that is a little bit numbing. It's a little bit like comforting. So you are not alone, right? All humans have that ability to feel that emotional relief when we eat certain things. What we need to do, Joe, is not just recognize that, but then take the step of say, well, I know I'm having these emotions. How else can I deal with them that doesn't involve food? Right? Can I use another outlet, an exercise, laughter, physical touch, like other things that bring joy and bring those same happy, rewarding chemicals? That's what we need. We can't white knuckle through it and say, well, if I can't have food, I'll just stop having those feelings. That's not how it works. Yeah. We need to do something else.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, you find things that it's a little different with everybody, but this is what people go pay a behavioral therapist for, to search through maybe I'll try this. And it may take you trying a few different things to kind of replace that. But anyway, you can do it.
Martha, that's the first step. Thank you so much. We will definitely get you on for a call. Okay. So we can reach out to you and get you scheduled. Yeah,
Joe, I mean, I think about the times when I've been, I like going to a golf course and playing golf. I don't do it enough anymore. But when I'm out there and I'm having a good round of golf, the last thing on my mind is food. Because that part of my brain's like, whoa, I'm just into the next shot. And so there's the equivalent thing in your life, and you just have to uncover what that is. And just, you've identified the habit that food is doing it for you. But you need something else other than food. And other than drink. And you don't, by the way, you have to be careful. You don't want to replace it with gambling, for example, because now you got a whole new problem.
And then there can be a lot more involved, right? The environmental triggers. There's got to be a way, not only that you find something new, right? You remove the barriers to doing healthy habits that make you feel better, but you're going to actually have to put up some barriers in front of those habits that are your default, right? So you can't have the food in the house that you're going to binge on when you're feeling emotional or when you're feeling sad, right? Things like that, right? You're going to maybe have to have habits with people in your life so they don't push on you, or they don't buy you cookies when they know you're sad because they know that it'll make you feel better, right? You got to get those boundaries set up. Welcome to the show for anyone who's recently joined.
If you've just joining, this is the Dr. Simonds. But if you've been living under a rock or in a cave, and now you're out here for the first time, join the rest of the world who's here on the show.
Welcome.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, the Dr. Simonds Metabolics and Weight Loss. Ask Me Anything Facebook Live event. This is Monday, January the 23rd of 2023.
Answering your questions, giving away a gift card.
We're not talking about auto mechanics today. We can't help you fix your car. It's nothing like that. We're talking about weight loss.
And we're giving away a gift card, $25 to Target. Go ahead and comment #Simonds AMA. Thank you, Candace. I see you're in. And this video. So we also got Tanita as well as that's awesome. And reminder, in 2 weeks, instead of doing this at 10 a.m. on February 6th, we're going to be doing a 7 p.m. State of Obesity live show in our Body Contouring Center in Durham.
That's right.
We want some live audience members. So please check out the link in the comments section. And if you can't attend, we'd love for you to at least be there virtually with us, because it will be live, just like
That's
this
right.
at 7
It's the state of obesity. We have to do it at the Body Contouring Center. I already called the House Sergeant at Arms in Washington, and he wouldn't let us use the House chamber like a normal state of obesity speech or
We're
state
setting
of
it
the
up for
Union
the
speech.
next day.
Yes,
That is
that's
actually the
correct.
State of the Union.
Yeah,
Very
the Sergeant at Arms, that is typically the one that says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States." And he yells it from the back of the room. I tried to get him to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, the President of Dr. Simonds Weight Loss." And he said, "No dice."
So there was as much attention, really, on
Yeah.
health and weight as there is everything else in government. But hey, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Oh my gosh.